Nighttime comes, we gon' bite our tongues, we gon' let that shit fly tonight. Singing songs that we love, soon enough we make up, we gon' let that shit die tonight. Understand my love, please don't look at me and shrug. I've been trying whatever, but this doesn't last forever. Spend the time we did, help each other through our shit, yeah, yeah. Do you understand my love, please don't look at me and shrug. I've been trying whatever, but this doesn't last forever. Spend the time we did, help each other through our shit, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm roller coasting in my holy ghost and singing only potions, can't avoid emotions, but we try our hardest. It's the high regardless. Now it's been so long, we don't know where our heart is. Yeah, I'm roller coasting in my holy ghost and singing only potions, can't avoid emotions, but we try our hardest. It's the high regardless. Now it's been so long, we don't know where our heart is. And when the nighttime comes, we gon' bite our tongues, we gon' let that shit fly tonight. Singing songs that we love, soon enough we make up, we gon' let that shit die tonight. Girl, come here and stop playing with me. This shit is dumb, why the fuck you think you live with me? Bitch, you the one, why the fuck you think you stand with me? Cause I want you and nobody else. And when the nighttime comes, we gon' bite our tongues, we gon' let that shit fly tonight. Singing songs that we love, soon enough we make up, we gon' let that shit die tonight. Another one of my nighttime comes, we gon' bite our tongues, we gon' let that shit fly tonight. Singing songs that we love, soon enough we make up, we gon' let that shit die tonight. Like this ain't built to last. I might just fade like those before me. When will you forget my past? Got questions, ask you know the stories. And you need to let me know when you leave away, bro. Can I come? Close, yeah. Even if you don't, that'll be strong.
We're about to get started right now. Okay. All right. So, if you all, by looking at the title, you already know what we're going to be talking about. And by my notes, you have a general idea of what we're going to be talking about. So, I'm starting a series on the channel where I'm basically going to be talking about how my trading week was, where I'm at mentally in trading, if how I'm feeling in general, what I can improve in, what I did bad, what I did very bad, poorly in the markets the past weeks. Just this is a journey to obviously becoming the trader that we need to become to be profitable and successful to take trading full time. Now at the end of the day, you can have a strategy that hits every zone um perfectly. But if you don't have the right psychology, if you don't have the right mentality for trading, you are either going to lose everything, you're not going to reap the benefits of the strategy correctly, and it's essentially all it's going to do is discourage you and make you stop trading in total. So I guess we're just going to get started. I just got off of work, so yeah, let's just go ahead and get started with the video. So yeah, take this off. All right, so my trading week, how was it? To put it into shorter terms, it was bad. My trading week was very bad. Actually, for the past 2 weeks, my trading week has been very bad. I haven't been going live. I haven't been talking about anything. It's been very bad, for me, honestly. So we should honestly, probably title this. Okay, what's the date? This is Friday, 22nd. We should do it like this: Friday, 22nd, Friday, 2024. Okay. How was my trading week? My trading week was not the best. In shorter terms, it was bad. Okay. So now we can ask the question, why was it bad? Was it bad? Okay. Why was my trading week bad? Okay. So I think for me, my trading week was very bad because I kind of, um, I did a lot. I over leveraged. Okay, first of all, every trade, every trade. Okay, I over leveraged every single trade. No joke. Honest to God, I over leveraged every single trade. Now, yes, I am human, but those are simply mistakes that I shouldn't be making, especially for the amount of experience that I have gained in the market and I have learned from people in the market. I should not be someone who is over leveraging every trade. So, and lost more than I ever should have. Okay. So, it's important to know that without proper risk management, your account is going to decline because you can have one setup leveraged with a 2 lot and then another setup leveraged with a 0.5. Now, depending on the pair, depending on the stop loss size, there's a lot of factors that go into leverage that you need to account for, and you need to hold yourself accountable to properly analyze your strategy, your setup, and make sure that you are leveraging your percentage that you're trying to lose. See, do not leverage, like, don't risk, like, don't just stick to one pip size, one lot size. Like, don't, every trade should not be one single lot size. You shouldn't have a gold buy a 0.5 because you 0.5 every other pair. Like, no, your 0.5 on GU, you are going to earn a lot less than you are going to earn on a 0.5 on gold. And you are also going to lose a lot more on gold with a 0.5 than you are with GU. So 0.5 in GU, yeah, that's good. That's not a big lot size. You're not risking a lot. And it all depends on your stop loss. But 0.5 in gold, you're going to lose, and you're risking a lot more to gain a lot more. But you need to hold yourself accountable to really put into account your stop loss size, your risk to reward ratio, and you need to hold your account capital size accountable. So if I have a 25K account, you need to go into a lot size calculator, whatever you use, and you need to put in the data for your account size. So first, start off with your account size. You have a 25K. Then you're going to put your stop loss size, and you're going to put your entry size, your entry price and your stop loss price. And then you are going to put the percentage that you're trying to risk a trade. See, this is the proper way. Percentage risking. Risking 1% per trade will give you a different lot size every single trade. Every trade. Because your stop loss is a different size every trade. There's going to be very few times you have the exact same amount of stop loss. Okay, this exact stop loss on every trade. It's going to be very rare. For example, if I'm going into every trade risking a 0.5% of my account, okay, not even a full percent, not 1%, I'm risking 0.5%. I'm going to go into each trade. Let's take GU for example. So let's go ahead and head into the market for one. Finally, we haven't actually went into the market. And I'm actually going to show you guys a lot of the things that I'm, saying, like a lot of the pairs that I just been unsuccessful with. I had a very unsuccessful week. And it's okay. It's completely okay. So, let's say we took a buy opportunity here. Let's say we took a buy opportunity here, okay? Because this does line up with the strategy as well. Let's say we took a buy here, and our stop loss is below this high, okay? Below this low. And we 1 to 3. Minimum 1 to 3. Okay? This is our setup. Very simple. Our stop loss, if we're risking 0.5% of our account, we are going to put in our stop loss and our entry price right here on the right, and we're going to get a stop loss. So let's say this stop loss, this entry, it's going to give us, just hypothetically speaking here, okay, let's say it's going to give us a point, it's going to give us a 0.75 lot size. Okay, this is a 0.75 lot size to risking 0.5%. Okay, 0.75 lot size, risking 0.5% of our account with this stop loss. Okay, This is the stop loss that it's going to risk 0.5% with a 0.7 stop loss. When we put in all the data, this very stop loss size will allow us to risk 0.75 loss size for risking 0.5%. Now, let's say our stop loss was tighter and we put it somewhere here. Our stop loss got immensely smaller. Now, what does that do for us? Now, if we still risked 0.5% on this same exact trade, and we're risking 0.5% with this stop loss size, what does that mean? Well, I'm going to show you what that means. Now our loss size gets higher. It gets larger. Now this goes from a 0.75 to a 1.6 loss size to risk 0.5% of account. So I'm just trying to put into perspective how risk to reward ratio, it's all percentage based. It's never lot size based. Okay, it's percentage based. You are gonna get your lot size for the percentage you're risking, not the lot size for the lot size. You know, it's the percentage of your account that you're willing to risk each trade. So something I personally did very bad this week was over leveraged every trade. So that leads me to my next point. What could I have done better? Okay, what could I have done better? And there's a few things I could have done better, but one of the main things is used a lot size calculator and risked same account percentage each trade. Okay, I should have used a lot size calculator like I preach. Now I'm being a hypocrite and risk the same percentage each trade. See, I would not be in as much drawdown as I am on my accounts if I was disciplined to the same percentage each trade. How am I going to fix this? Okay. How will I fix this next week? Okay. Yes. Yeah. So how will I fix this next week? The next coming trading week, okay? So we found the issue, and we're obviously going over the issue, and we're telling ourselves this is what you're doing very poorly. How are we going to fix this? We've acknowledged the problem. Now how are we going to fix this? There's always a solution to every problem. What will I do differently next week? I will go into the market with a better mindset, okay? Go into market with a better mindset. Yeah. Number 2, there's a few things that we can do to fix this next week and become successful next week. Next week, I promise, if I place every one of these things I'm talking about and fix them and do exactly what I'm saying I need to do, I will have a great week next week. It's all because this week has been a little bit more rough, and it's all about getting back up on your feet and saying you can do this. You're good at what you're doing. You just need to fix and tweak things because you're not in the right headspace, right? So next week I'm gonna go into the market with a better mindset. Okay. Number 2, I'm going to use a lot size calculator to choose my percentage I risk each trade. Remember, with an even risk percentage, you will never you can lose. let's say you take 10 trades. I lose 7 trades, but I win 2 or I win 3. I will still end the week with profit. That's how powerful risk to reward ratio and risk management is. You can lose 7 of those 10 trades, but 3 of those trades that you take, because you risked a consistent percentage, consistently, every single one of those trades, you risk the same exact percent each trade, you will still have made profit because 3 of those trades hit take profit. You will still come back with money. You will not have lost more money than you gained. That is what the main thing that I did not do well this past week and the past week before that. I over leveraged each trade. Okay. I put too much money into the market that I was not supposed to. And I wasn't thinking straight, okay? So one, go into the market with better mindset, and risk management. Okay. Risk management. Okay, number 3. What else? Do not trade when tired. When tired, comma, or feeling upset or negative. Number 4. Take setups that I'm confident in. There were too many setups that I had marked up these past 2 weeks that ended up hitting take profit that I never got in. I'm going to show you a few examples of those pairs. But there were way too many pairs that I marked up that I had no confidence to execute. And it's not take trades that I'm confident in. It's do not be afraid. Do not be fearful of the market. Do not fear the market. If I'm going in there with even risk, with proper risk management, I am not going to fear each trade. I am going to take each trade like it is a perfect S plus setup, because that is how it should be. That is how I'm supposed to do it. That is what I'm supposed to do. As a trader, you should not go in there with a fearful mindset if you have confidence in your strategy, and I do. Right? So, execute each trade. I see the strategy. Now, that does not mean if I see the strategy, it looks like the strategy, just execute. No, that's not what that means. It means if I see a setup that lines up with every confirmation, I will take that trade. I'm going to take that trade. Why am I not going to take that trade? Simple. Number 5, checklist. It's been a long time since I've had a checklist on my screen. I have a checklist set in stone. I need to bring it back. So, checklist or slash confirmations. Now, confidence, right? We're going to get into a new subject now. Confidence. And we're going to okay. Confidence. Okay, we're getting into a new subject now of confidence. I actually should space this out to like out here so that way it's like okay. checks off every confirmation and manage the trade properly. How do you properly deal with losses? You don't. A losing trade is a learning trade. If I properly took the trade the right way, there is nothing to be upset about, come on, and discouraged about. This should not bring confidence down, only up. So, I think a lot of people, a lot of traders do not realize that it is not about being right. Okay? Being right in the market is just not. It's not like, okay, so it's not about being right in the market. Okay? If you're trying to be right in the market 100% of the time, you are going to fail in trading. I need to add notes. I need to work on taking losses. Every strategy will have a loss. Okay, so if you're trying to be right every day in the market, you're trying to find that setup that is going to be right, you are going to be wrong. You're already wrong with that mindset. You're wrong. 100%. You're already wrong. What are you supposed to do then? If I'm not trying to be right, why am I wanting to be wrong? You're not wanting to be wrong. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. It's about trading the right way. Okay? If you go into every trade with the same consistent risk, the same consistent management, you manage that trade properly. You wait for it to mitigate. You wait for that push up in your direction. You wait to break even. You break even. You take partials. You do everything consistently. Every single trade. Every trade. It is impossible to lose. That doesn't mean you were right. That means you traded the right way. That means you took yourself and you held yourself accountable to trade the right way to be successful. Remember, the more capital you have, the more money you get. But you have to be risking the same amount per trade. Every single trade, you have to be consistent with risk. You cannot over leverage one trade and under leverage another. You're going to lose more. If you over leverage one trade, you lost, and then you under leverage another trade and you won, you still lost. If you over leverage one trade and you lost, and then you over leverage another trade and you lost again, and then your third trade you win, but because you lost those two trades, you under leverage that trade, you just lost even more than you should have. So how do you work around this? You properly manage with proper risk one trade with proper risk, and then you take this another trade, and let's say that one lost. The next trade you take, You take it the same way, same risk, same strategy, same setup, everything, and that one wins. You either, one of two things happened. You either broke your count even because both strategies, both setups were a proper risk, same risk percentage strategy. So now you either broke a count even or you made profit. It, and I say this, but I don't do it myself, and it's frustrating that I don't. So how am I gonna get better? I'm going to definitely work on that. That's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I want to kind of go into the market now. I think that was good enough. Until next week, we're gonna do this once a week. We're gonna do this little talking about feelings and all that once a week, just to kind of get myself in the headspace. So USDJPY, and you guys are gonna be like, holy shit, holy shit, bro. No, serious. It's a holy shit thing. I went into the daily. I don't know if I marked this up on live. It's been a while since I went live, but my zone is here, as you can see. I wanted to buy, and I remember market closed when it was in the zone. I remember this. Okay, I remember this. Now, it came into zone, and I had the position, and I have the old picture of the original markup. Okay. And I targeted it to sweep the liquidity equal highs about right there. I don't know if I had it higher, but what I do know is I had targeted equal highs and to break above and make a new high. So I marked this up and I didn't take it, but why didn't I take it? Why didn't you take it? You're asking. Because I didn't know how to enter. But the thing is, if it came to my zone and I had proper risk, I would have entered. Clicking moments, thinking back on it now, if I would have just risked, managed properly, I would have been in this trade. But because I was trying to focus on the money and over leverage, I didn't. So let's do this. Let's put an example. Cashback Forex lot size calculator is the one that I use. So now we're going to go to USD JPY and account balance 100,000. Let's say we want to risk 0.5%. Okay. And our stop loss in pips is 85 pips. So no matter what, we are always going to be risking 0.5% of our account, no matter the stop loss size. That is the beauty of this. You can have the biggest stop loss, but with proper risk management, you have the same percentage risk, no matter the stop loss. Now, this is it, and then you calculate, okay? So, risking $500, we could have 0.886 this trade, okay? So 0.9. Now, if we want to see how much we could have earned, we'll go here. We'll do the same thing. This was a buy. Now we could 0.9 this. Open price. What was our open price? It was 4646 146646 146646, and our close price was 151 251. Now we calculate. We would have made $2,000 $737 off of one single trade with a simple 0.9, risking only 0.5% of our account. Now, if we were risking 1% of our account, we could 1.8 this trade, 1.7. Now we just made 5,171. That's risking a percent, $1,000 per trade. Now you gotta think, we risked 1,000 and we made 5,000 back. That's a 1-to-5 ratio. Now, the next trade you take, if you lose, you still have $4,000 profit. You have 5 trades to lose $1,000 each trade. You have 5 trades to lose before you start losing profit. You are not likely to lose 5 times in a row if you have a workable, profitable strategy. One trade, one single trade made $5,700. So really think about that when next time you trade and you take a trade and you're like, okay, how am I gonna enter this trade? There would have been no fear if I would have properly managed my risk. Now, even with a 0.75% risk, 0.75% risk, risking 750, we have a 1.3 loss size. $4,000. $4,000. You know, I mean, it's amazing. It's honestly amazing how risk management works. So, how will I go into next week different? I'm going to actually be risking 70.75% of each trade. That's 750. So, you know, I think it's a good percentage to risk each trade. So, you know, let's say we had a 25K. 25,000. Okay. And we want to risk 0.5%. 0.222. That would have been $675 with 0.5%. Now, if we're risking 8%, we can 0.443. And that's 1,347. So, you know, all it really takes is proper risk management. I'm just saying, it's really simple. Really, really simple. You're not risking much and you're gaining everything. So, I'm going to leave it off with that. I'm going to do this differently next week. I'm probably going to get a new account because my account is in drawdown. My accounts are in drawdown. It's going to take a long time to bring them back. I want to kind of start fresh. Go into the market with a clear, fresh mind and just really just hold myself accountable. I was the one that did it to myself. And yeah, so anyways, I hope you all like this series. It's gonna stay on the channel for a while, probably forever, as long as I'm trading, which will be forever. And yeah, we're gonna see how each week progresses. So now this is the first week. It's been a bad 2 weeks. It's been a bad trading week. Mental check. This is my mental check-in. It's been a bad one, but it's not a bad one as long as I'm talking about it and I fix it. So this is what I'm gonna leave you all with. Remember, go into each trade, go into the market with the proper mindset. Go in when you're not tired. Go in when you know you are going to make good decisions. If you don't make good decisions, you're not gonna reap benefits. You're going to reap disappointment, like I have been. And it is a shitty feeling. you know, it's a very shitty feeling going into each trade having less and less confidence because of myself. And you don't want to get to that point in trading. You know, when I look back at the market, you know, when I look back at videos of me and I was doing great, I'm just like, man, you know, like that guy is, I'm still him, but it's gotten to the point because of myself where I'm just less confident in myself with everything because of my bad habits. So it's time. This is the switch. This is the change. I'm gonna be working out now. I'm gonna be changing a lot of my bad habits, and we are going to get it. We're going to get it. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna do great. And yeah, so with that being said, that's it for me. And I hope you all enjoy this. And I will be streaming more live trading. I'm gonna be live trading though. Like actually, like you're gonna see my profit or loss on the screen. So yeah, let's get it. And see you all later.